Welcome to MMO Grinder Sidequest, where I take a look at closed beta and trial subscription games, giving you a quick first impression. Today I'll be looking at Loadout, an upcoming free-to-play arena shooter by Edge of Reality, currently in a very limited closed beta. What makes this game so special lies in exactly what can be done with it, giving a severe focus to the ideal of personal customization and allowing you to create a massive arsenal of weapon parts. From the opening screen to the character designs, you can tell this isn't a game that takes itself very seriously. The whole aesthetic, from the goofily proportioned manly character models, the weird, shiny, almost non-functional looking weapons, to the overly bloody death animations, occasionally disturbing costume options. Seriously, leave nudity checked off when browsing the costume shop, unless you find partially exposed male genitalia amusing. And finally, the shamelessly obvious innuendo in the battle messages, like "I put my rocket in you," and player taunts involving a character putting their gun between their legs and doing pelvic thrusts. It all lends to the game being very sophomoric, but if you look past that or shut off some of those options, you'll have some fun, with or without them. Graphics quality is decent, nothing mind-blowing, but they serve their purpose. Some stages look more impressive than others, though. With one stage I was thinking that textures weren't loading properly, but it turns out that's just what the stage was supposed to look like. My graphics were set to maximum, and the game doesn't take too many unnecessary graphical effects into play. Many stages look just fine, however, and if you get a Team Fortress 2 vibe from the game, I wouldn't blame you. I would also highly suggest playing the game at a 16:9 aspect ratio and resolution, as regardless of the game claiming support of full and widescreen monitors, the minute you see parts of the text being cut off or the weapon part descriptions being obscured by parts of the interface, you'll know exactly what resolution is actually expected of you. There's a few pieces of music in the game that feature a rock-styled theme, even though I don't hear the music in the match, only looking around on the title screen and the sub-menus. Sound is standard to the FPS genre, a bit more exaggerated as you would expect from a more comedic-styled FPS, but still very much gun sounds. While the gameplay is still pretty much standard arena FPS, you know, see other guy, shoot other guy, try not to get shot yourself, there's quirks here that make the game really stand out. Some match modes play in slightly different ways, like deathmatch having your character or the enemy drop an item when they're killed, and if the item isn't retrieved, the kill isn't scored for your team. You can even take a defeated teammate's item before the enemy does and deny them their point. There's also a capture the flag style mode, where the flag is actually a massively destructive hammer that will destroy other players instantly. But the true achievement of this game is what I mentioned before. The weapon system allows you to mix and match several parts of your gun, allowing for some of the craziest combinations and weapon behaviors you can think of. Seriously, build what you want, see if it works. Standard sniper rifle? Sure. Firebeam Gatling gun with a scope? Why not? Laser-guided electric shotgun? Go nuts. Finding and playing with the available weapon combos is a lot of the fun. If you've ever felt the medic in Team Fortress 2 could have done better with a camera-guided rocket launcher that deploys proximity-triggered sticky mines that explode into healing syringes, you have found your game. This allows you to play to your own strengths. While there are weapon setups the community considers more powerful than others, it also comes down to your personal playstyle, and building a weapon that works around it. Go ahead and mess with the options, and press test on the screen to see how they play before you commit to one. You can even name your Frankensteinian creation whatever you like. Here's the real kicker. If you're killed in battle, the weapon you have equipped for yourself will drop a copy for all other players to take, displayed name and all. Don't worry, you don't lose yours, but if they die while holding one of your created weapons, they'll lose it. You'll also earn more parts for your weapons and matches, as well as experience to raise your character level and earn even more rewards. With the sparsity of this closed beta, there really aren't many players going around right now. In fact, I was on a European server that was the only one populated, and that had about 8 players in it. But I can imagine it will pick up quite a bit if it finally makes its way into open beta. This game is shaping up to be a bit of interesting, if not mindless fun, so be on the lookout for it in the future. As for now, if you're interested, head on over to www.loadout.com and sign up for the beta. If you're granted with a key, you can head on over to Steam and activate it there. This has been an MMO Grinder Sidequest, and it's time I logged out.